Anyway, chat, so welcome. Anyway, chat, how has your day been? Hopefully, I can get what I need. Actually, I'm gonna join a different server just because I'm gonna have a look at who I can maybe add. Yeah, there's not really. Oh, yeah, I'm in with RK, but I kind of want to be in a server with more people that have got better stuff. If that makes sense. No chat. So yeah, for some reason I pressed something and it just kind of kicked me out. So I was trying to pin a message, which I've just done now. So yeah, Now obviously I do feel like now I've just seen my video that instead of just, I feel like F1, F2, the whole FIA category should have two teams that are basically built into two different tiers on each team. So obviously the money is tend to be split equally between both classes, just so there's no like debate over which team should have more. So the money made from the men goes towards the women. The money made from the women goes towards the men. So there's obviously donation things. Fans can donate money to help the teams, but also when you buy that ticket, you kind of do help support both sides of that team. So as a fan, you know that whenever you buy a McLaren ticket, any McLaren merch, you're essentially having support the women's side as well, or just the men's side. So yeah, I really hope that, I just feel like there needs to be more inventory space you can get from playing. Right, anyway, so one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. So essentially the women do get a chance, because I'm sure there's a lot of women that want to drive in F1, but they don't have the chance to because there's not enough spaces. So essentially they might after a while even introduce a mixed sport. So essentially it might make it even more interesting. There's four drivers on each team, essentially, and you have two men drivers, or there might be stick to the two, so you have to have one male, one female, just so it's because it's a mixed sport. So the teams, teams can't, teams cannot just enter with two men as main. Obviously, there's the only exception to it is they have to have a male and a female reserve as well. So if the female one, for example, gets an injury there, the female reserve steps up. You know, I think that could be a very good introduction to the sport. So F1, F2, F3, F4 all have men's and women's side. So now both genders are allowed to race. You know, it is rare, and because of how compared F1 is, I just don't think there's ever going to be. You know, I just feel like realistically they need to introduce a women's sport because it will make the sport more gender. Like, what's that word? It would make it. I'd say makes it more interesting because the fact is now there's a women's side and it's not just dominated by men. Or you know, the men's obviously the men's side is going to be dominated by men, but you know, before I do, I'm just gonna. And then I've got the Fun Time Foxy, which is going to be not that. It's going to be going to the fuse machine because they've got enough for it. Now that's another 75k pet I've got on my team. So I just need to find it and I just need to fuse it now. Not fuse it, but I need to get the power on it now. So yeah, I'm just going to make a quick little community poll because I feel like I need to. Switch account, James Gaming. Right. Let me just make a poll. Okay. I've just made a vote, a poll thing, so hopefully people vote. Should I do FNAF RC Grinding Series, RC for Race Clicker? I put hell yes, no more ASC vids in both series. So if you want to see FNF but you also want to see more ARC, you can just simply type vote both. If you would prefer to see FNAF, just put FNAF, which is going to be yeah, hell yeah. Obviously, it's like in a way, the FIA regulations might have a rule where if you have some certain aspect from a car, it is actually going to be drivable on the public roads. So if any teams ever decide, you know what, we're done with this car now, we're going to do a big auction with a full engine, but obviously they have to sign the contract to say, look, we are going to miss this car, but it's time to give us up. We're going to have the all in might say, look, we're happy to give you the car, but you have to sign this contract, and if you crash the car, you have to pay us some money back to remake the car, because there might be allowance for that to remake that car. They might have the recipe for the car, so if you crash it, they can fix it. But if you fully wreck it, you'll have to give them the money to repair it. So you drive that car at your own risk. You can either pay for they'll transport your car to your house, and then they'll get it somewhere in a garage, and then you simply just you know they'll make sure to disconnect any team radio things just for any issues, because you might accidentally press it during a live race, and now you're speaking to the team's mechanics in the live race, and they're confused to why they can hear you. Well, that radio thing might only work within the track area, so if it drives out of a track, that radio will no longer signal. No, I don't know, there might be like wires from the garage underground, basically connect to all the garages and the teams, and basically when the cars are driving over, that's where the wires are getting the signal. The wire sense the cars are on the track, and when they press the radio, it, it can pick the radio signal up to the teams or something. I don't know how it works. I don't know. I don't know. You just called me.
I didn't know who it was when I joined. Wasn't yeah, kind of like I played obviously football today, so I just fell asleep. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm in a weird league between kids. Oh. So do want to go for a trip to Legoland? What are you doing, man? How are you? Oh, that's so cool. Hey.
I don't know what I'm doing this weekend, mate.
Yeah, I know, but what you doing?
Currently just streaming on a race game. YouTube, mate. Anyway, hello chat. Oh no, my keyboard's gone again. Let me just send that message then. Yeah, chat, I don't think I can send another message because my keyboard's playing up again. So, yeah.
What is Harley doing? Messaging for.
What messages? Let me check. He's not messaging in the league chats, is he? No, 3 hours ago. Right, hang on. Am I actually the owner of this? Or... No, I'm not the owner of this. Lando is. Yeah. Right, so this Lando kid has not responded to me yet. So it it says to me that he's not interested in the league. But the weird thing is he did interest in a post, the 25 side. Not you. Unless your name's Lando. If you're a 10 and you would like to be called Lando, then so be it. But anyway, so I've got now that's two. What is it? How much is it? 72k or 75? What?
We're doing an F1 24 2. Does that mean I'm leaving F1 2 now?
No.
Why?
You're in charge of F2, not F1.
No, it says no, can I be in charge of the F1 2?
No, you wanted to be the leader of F2.
No, I'm never leaving F1 2. But can I be in
I mean, to be fair, quite a few days ago, I did make an announcement, and I've already made the calendar, so you're not changing that. Oh, well, still, I made the announcement to everyone, and I've already got a few people on the. Anyway, so chat, I've got 143 mil. So I think the next plan is to just. I think I'm gonna have to just try and get some void commons and uncommons because I need to get them done for index. So I think fine. Let me make no, no, not yet. I'm gonna ask what they want the calendar to focus on.
No! Let me pick
Calm the fuck down.
I'm not angry, don't worry. I'm just saying,
Fine.
pick the camera. I've got an idea. That'll make it fun and everyone's gonna love it. Wait, have you got a tier 2 calendar? Yes, tier 1 and 2 calendars.
Oh, I don't know why. Oh my god. This guy that I know has just popped up on my Snapchat friend request, and he's using a different like surname. I don't know why.
Right, look, I'm making the calendar now. I'm making the F1 24 safety calendar. Right, race 1. What time do you want the races to be at?
8 p.m. the same time, but
8 p.m. Okay.
I've already done my dates. Tier 1, I'd say for now do 18. Right, can you do the calendar in one message, please? One, not 50.
1 minute, how do you do that?
If you're on phone, you basically just
No, I'm not. I'm on Xbox.
you can't do that. Then you're gonna need phone. I don't know how to type on Xbox in a Discord server because I don't even know how to do that to get in it. Anyway, so when you're on phone, you basically just press what is the button? You press return on your thing on your phone, and then it does a little gap.
I might just have to do it in about 70 messages and wake everyone up.
Don't. All right, message me it then, and I'll just copy it all into one calendar. Or no, I know. I'll do it again, but I'll do it for you. To calendar. So then just take that message and then just click down when you see it. R8, R9, R10, and then I'm doing the season breaks.
Come on. Let me choose the calendar.
Yes, I'm typing it up so you can actually do it in one message.
Oh, no.
There.
What do you want me to do there?
Just copy it again. Copy and put it in a message and then just press on each round and type the track in.
That's for more copy text. And then what do I do on copy text?
You copy it, and then once you copied it in, you just look at each select round and type the track, and then go down and so on until you've done it. Pretty simple. I don't know. You're gonna basically whatever button it is to copy the text, then you copy the text into a message, and then when you're doing the message, you don't send it yet. You type all the tracks in, essentially.
Copy text, which is trying to do, and then what do I do? Because I just click and it goes off straight away.
All right, you'll have to do it tomorrow when you're on your phone, then.
I'm not good at going on my phone.
Anyway, so chat. This is gonna take so goddamn long, but to be honest, I wish there was an easier way to get all this out of the way. I'll be honest. Anyway, so let me just delete a few pets I don't need. That will add me a little bit more on. A tiny bit more, not much more, but a bit more. And then that's Golden Freddy, I don't need that. And then delete this one. It's got no thing next to it, so it's no valuable. Anyway, now the problem is I've only got how many storage? I've got only about 35 pets, so I do need more storage. That's the thing. Actually, hold on a minute. Plus, well, hold up. Let me just it looks like I've got enough, but I don't think I do. So let me just add it. So 330 plus 199. Oh, I don't have enough. I'm just short. You know what? Chat, just for this, let me just work 529. So 649 minus 529. I need 120. So is there a package of about 150 Robux? Hopefully, I'm gonna get the cheapest package. I will. Well, not the cheapest one. I don't know. I can't be asked to wait a month, so I really can't.
Dave,
Oh god,
Dave,
what?
I've got an idea. So I'm gonna just type all around in one big text, and then you can do all the kinds of things.
Right. I think what I'm gonna have to do is get two 0.99 US dollar packages, 88 Robux, because it's going to be a lot cheaper that way, and I can't be asked to keep spending 10 quid every time. Uh, no, that's 88 Robux or something. I don't even know how much I'm getting. Crap, I might have to close the shit. No, quick, I'm gonna have to press. Hang on, does it show my account balance or not? It's Yeah, it shows it. It shows it. I'm not going to press change because that wouldn't be good. Because I'm not leaking my bank details. Anyway, buy. Microsoft account balance. That doesn't show anything. Buy. That's the leftover funds I got from my Microsoft account balance. I don't know the stuff really I get. Hi, Blazing Bros. Anyway, so close now. Oh, God. Oh. No, I've got it. I've got enough. I've got enough. I've got enough. Right. So, Five Nights Race clip. Five Nights Race Simulator now. Let's see. So, Blazing Bros, and everyone else in the stream, how much, not how much, how has your day been? How has your day been? So, I might be able to get on the leaderboard here. I'll tell you why. Because I'm about to get the equip. So, I am currently on 4 equipped from 1 index plus. But now I've got this. I've got 56 Robux left. And now, equip best. I've got all that now. So, I'm just going to go into the race. And now I'm 400k. So, that's pretty. It's not that high. But just getting more like rares is going to help. So, I think I'm going to screw this. And I think I'm going to focus on one rare for now, just so I don't get as much inventory space filled up. But yeah. Anyway, guys, so how many rounds? 18. So yeah. The thing is, it's like at the end of the day, it's like I know the game passes could go on sale, but at the same time, the devs priced it how much where I want it. You know, if I see a prices of something and I see it's 2,500 Robux for free pack clip, I'm not gonna play the game because that just proves how like what is it? How like ridiculous it is. But one thing different about this game to RC is within the exclusive things you buy is there was a times 100 option in ARC, and that was like something ridiculous, like 32,000 Robux. This game only goes up to times 10, so it's not as pay to win. But still, I feel like it is pay to win because I've hatched so much now and I haven't got any secrets. So they must be getting the secrets from the eggs In fact, they are getting the secret Sunny eggs, so it is pay to win still. Because if you look at the leaderboards, let me just show you the boards. The leaders aren't here. I'm gonna have to go over here, not here. I don't believe. No, over here. The leaderboards for the top. Obviously, the top was most. Yeah, look, 3.43, and then obviously because as it's not high enough yet. Obviously now when it updates, as you can, oh no, that's not me. I thought it was. Yeah, as you can see right now, it hasn't updated, but it, soon it should say that I'm on there with 408k. As you can see, look, 487. Yeah, it's not updated yet, so I do hope that soon they're going to increase it. You know, maybe when it's further into the game and they've got the things there to prevent people getting ults. Because someone said to me, the rule in the game is you can only have two accounts on the leaderboard, no more. So, for example, I could have my work account and this account on the leaderboard, but I can't have a third account on the leaderboard. So I can't just make 10 different ults and grind it enough so that I've got enough sass on every account and enough yammies to be able to just get leaderboard, get sass every week, and I make sure I log in every week on all accounts. You know, so then it's not as OP. Because the thing with getting 10 sass every week is you're going to be able to get the easy fuse and be able to fuse the sass easy. So as you can see, this is the top, where is it? Top 200 reward, and then we've got, I think the top coins leaderboard. Let's have a look. That's really weird. I'll tell you why. Because I've got well over a mil and I'm still not on the leaderboard somewhere. Like here, I'm not here. Why is it not updating? Why is it not up to whatever? That that is says to me that something's up with the game. You know, for example, let me just screenshot this, right? So let me just screenshot this, and then no, I don't need to screenshot it on my PC because I've got my thing to Discord. I'm gonna say bugs. Coins leaderboard and a message game issue save and then camera. Let me just get out of this thing.
No, I'm back and I'm going to kill him with the calendar.
Anyway, I've just sent the message in now, chat. So hopefully the devs do fix it and they do work out why I'm not showing on the leaderboard. And you know, because the thing is, it's not fair. I think the devs said something along the lines, or not him, not the devs, but the other guy that said about the alt account thing, that the leaderboards update every 5 hours or so, which is ridiculous. You know, if they're updating every 5 hours, it means that you're gonna have to be let me just do a quick bit of maths, right? So, right, essentially, it means that in order to stay on the leaderboard, if it's close, the latest time you can get more speed on your team to improve your team or lose speed, right? Would be if it's not 0 0 0 0, you get it right. It would be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Would be 7 p.m. Or just to be safe, I would say 6:59 p.m. So essentially, what you have to do is if you update your team at 7:30 p.m. and you're not on the leaderboard at that time, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed. So you're not going to get it success that week because it doesn't update often. So that's a big issue, and I'm sure there's going to have to be another way around that. Either the devs fix it or they're going to lose players. These players are going to realise the big issue that there is once enough people experience the same issue and they all piece it together and go, oh no, it's not. It's happened. The same thing's happened to 200 people or so over the past few months, and it seems like the devs aren't fixing it. So that means the devs either don't give a shit or they don't know what to do. It's either they don't give a shit that the players are losing lots of stuff to grind for, or they don't know what they're doing to fix it. One of the two. So that's the thing. If they're gonna have a successful game, they're gonna need to be able to do the updates required for the game, not just do an update every now and then. Like they need to produce up to actually keep the players interested. Because if they update it every 2 months, people are gonna get bored and they're gonna quit. They might be update out for a week or two, or just for a couple of days, quit. They might only log on just to claim their weekly shafts or whatever, or any weekly rewards. They might, if it's worth it to them, complete a few daily, weekly quests, and then leave the server and then just not play on the next update. If they're updating it every week or every 2 weeks, every now and then, I'd say I'd say every 3 weeks is a bare. No, every 2 weeks is the absolute latest because, or maybe if there's enough players and enough smaller updates throughout a month with a few new features or slight bug changes that make it better, they might be happy to wait a month for an update. They might decide that they've got other games they need to work on. So, let's say, for example, September 15th, they start making a new game, another game not race critical related at all, and they need time to do that game. They're going to have to delay an update on this maybe by a week just so they can work on it. The players might be fine with that, you know. But if they're delaying the update every month, the players are not going to like it, you know. So you've got to be able to, as a dev, not that I can speak much on myself because I used to be a dev, but the thing with that is I don't have a patience to sit there. That's why I'm trying to get people that are happy to work. But I've made a new post, right? Let me read you let me just go into Roblox Talent Hub, right? Roblox Talent Hub, and I'm going to read you out exactly what I put. Oh no, I pressed the wrong thing. Yeah, I have. Right, I need to press back, and then I need to go into Employer Portal. I've actually got 4 new people. I'm surprised about that. So I'm going to press message. I'm going to open all my new people's message applications, and then I'm going to click message to say about payment, because they're probably going to be asking me about payment, right? But you see why that will come an issue once I read your post. So view job post. Looking for volunteers to make me a race cookie game, no payment. This is a temporary project. I don't pay you because I need volunteers that work for zero pay. Now, this is just me trying to think of a game, or based off like, so there's obviously race clickers, right? This game is based off Five Nights at Freddy's characters and that, right? This is based off real life stuff, so there's going to be loads of different worlds with loads of different stuff and stuff like that. So it's like almost a world thing, and then this job requires many skills, pretty much all the skills to a race cookie game, and then I just need to see what they've put. He's just put you've received an application, so has he. Alright. Alright, this other guy, Mr. Grey Oaks, is the only one that hasn't put that. So he's put, yo, me please. I'm going to put, okay. You know this is a volunteer, which means zero pay. I want them to know that. I don't want them to come to me and say, give me 200 Robux, or else I'm not doing it. Because a volunteer post is only made because they don't want to pay or they can't pay. Some people can tell if they can pay or not, but some people might just, a billionaire has no reason not to pay his staff, or any business doesn't have a reason to pay his staff, but it's like, it depends if it's an actual salary job. Some people might, you know, see a job post, like a theme park, for example, and see for staff. Someone might go up to them and say, to a manager or something, and say, I've seen a post online, I'm looking for a job, but I'm happy to work as a volunteer. And then the manager instantly takes them on that job, where the system made sure, and now they're a volunteer, so they're not expecting any pay. That's essentially what I want them to do, because I don't have a Robux. I've obviously got a monthly subscription for Robux, but the thing is, I don't know. I don't know anything about subscription. I don't know if I'm going to be able to look at it and go if I'm getting a good deal or not, because it's going to be, in order for a popular creator to, yay! I finally got that secret, chat. I finally got that secret, but the thing is, that is hard to get, bro. It is so good now hard to get. I don't even think it's worth grinding for. But in fact, no, what I'm on about, it is definitely worth grinding for. The issue I have, right, is the fact how hard it is. I don't have the patience to sit. Like, I bet after this, I'm not even going to get 2 or 3 or 4. I'm only going to get 1. I might get a second one, but I'm not going to get 3. I can guarantee that. So that's the issue I've got here. So chat, the question for me, or yeah, if any of you are looking for work as a dev, don't mind not getting paid anything. I'd happily take you on to the job. I happily would, as long as you can follow what I say and add my ideas, and obviously not claim my ideas. Obviously, I'll be noting down my ideas and stuff like that, and then I'll be obviously like ensuring I'll probably want you to sign a contract or something, or maybe not a contract, but just I send you a message and say, do you agree to these terms? So you can't just take my ideas and use it for your own game. Because obviously, I'm sure there's a lot of creators that do that sort of stuff, and it's kind of messed up in a way. Because, picture this, you're a creator, or someone that wants to make games. You're currently working on someone else's project, right? You tell them an idea, suddenly they say, yeah, that's a great idea. A week later, you realise they made a whole new game. Those ideas you've given them, they're in your game, they're giving you zero credit, and they're actually giving someone else credit for them. They're saying, oh yeah, so and so came up with these ideas, when actually you came up with them. So that's the issue that happens to people. Also, people can get scammed online as well. So not just out of an idea, but out of money. You know, because the thing of an idea, right? If you steal my idea, I could easily get the right team with the right support. Someone sees what's happened, they want to help me out, and they take all my ideas. Now they have every chance to scam me, but they I fall for it, but they don't actually scam me, and they actually help me get a very good game, for example, and help me, you know. Anyway, chat. What I just hope that soon. Yeah, mate. Blazing Bros, you're gonna want to start posting a lot of stuff because, mate, you no joke of a lie, right? Both numbers have got a trend. It's either older, more or less. So I'm 16. You joined 14 years ago, right? So obviously I'm 16. But then you've got 18 subscribers. That's only two more than my age, mate. So essentially, you've almost got one subscriber per 1 year of my age, which is crazy considering you joined 14 years ago. You would think for someone like that, you'd have easily a couple mil. But, some people have joined 5 years ago are only on a couple thousand. But also, you could have 25 subs, or maybe not that much, that little. Maybe you could have 1.2k subs, but you're getting 150k views per vid. That's just because you've got lots of viewers, but you don't have as many people subbing to you. You've got lots of likes, but you just unfortunately you have a lot less people that in the as viewers that actually are subscribed to your channel, which is obviously their choice, really required to be subbed to you. Obviously, it does help with the engagement when they're subbed to you because you've got subscribers watching you. But subscribers watching you means they're people that truly support your channel because it's just subscribing means you've got subscribers and you've got a more of a fan base. As a fan base as a whole, might be viewers are watching the videos often, but don't not necessarily subscribe. But but true fans will be subscribed to you, will be watching every one of your videos, liking your videos, etc. So, right now, I'm just a normal YouTuber, mate. In 5 years from now, I might be 21, which obviously will be 21 or 20, or no, well, I will be 21, right? And then essentially the situation is that I might have 1k and I might be getting 5k views a vid. I might be slowly growing my channel until I've got enough subs to actually make money. That's when I'm going to be able to take my channel, step my channel up a notch, right? So I'd say I don't know what that word is, as a beginner to intermediate YouTuber, there's a few levels. Beginning, proper start beginning, right? I'm well past that now. Slowly growing, I'm just past that. I would say I'm level 3, starting to grow. I've got almost 500 subs. I don't get many views. I can tell you that now. My karting channel has got probably. Let me have a look at my main channel in the past 5 videos. See how many views. James Gaming, right? View videos. 34, 3, 11, 33, 12. So let me just add all that up. So 33, 11, 33 plus 11 plus 3, 34 plus 34 and plus 12 plus 34 plus 12. That is 93 views, right? But if I go onto my karting channel, however, right, let me switch account. Where is it? I can't find switch account. Karting with James. 4 subscribers, right? Last video, I've got, if it will load, 63 views and 2 likes. That's the Castle Coon Championship. And then July social 10 views, 11, 4, 1, 34, 57. So, you know, my most viewed video was 5 months ago, 63 views. And my lowest is Old Cartfish's 1 view, which I think is actually kind of annoying. But at the same time, like, it's kind of a situation where you're not always going to get lots of views on your videos, but you've got to stay resistant. You've got to stay uploading consistently. Every YouTuber is going to have breaks every now and then, because no one's going to be sat at a computer for their whole life. People are going to be having breaks. People are having social lives, etc. You know, it's simple. They just are. You know, so 1, 2, 3. Who got 60 now? That's now Void. I've got 2 there. I don't want to risk a 40% for no thanks, because that'd be a whole waste of my time. Anyway, I don't have enough coins now, so I might have to do some more grinding. I'm going to risk this 60% here to hopefully get another one. It just succeeded. It just succeeded. So I'm going to risk the 8%. It just succeeded. Now, chat. I'm taking a risk. Should I, chat, should I take the risk? You know what? I'm going to get this as like a little media thing on here. Images. This is just a little moment. I'm obviously, people that are watching this video in a Discord, I'm currently on stream. This is a moment I'm thinking about it, whether I want to do it or not. Should I do it? Should I risk this now? I know your reaction is going to be yes, because it's not that good, but for me, it's good for me, because I'll tell you why. It's good with Index, but also it's going to really help my team. If I get this now, I'll be able to have more room to get more and start getting more of these to get more voids. When I've got a full void team, I think I'll have a decent chance at leaderboard. But for now, right, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to basically get this and get it done. So, and get a void team and stuff. So should I do it? But anyway, so the question is, why have I only got 6 equipped? Have I done something I shouldn't have? So right now, Anyways, chat. So I think it's about time I end my stream. I really hope you have enjoyed every second of the stream. If you haven't, what can I do to make it better? Is it maybe talking to the chat more? Is it maybe, I don't know, just in general, if you're not enjoying it, what can I do to make the streams better and more entertaining? Because I would love, I could try a few ideas out, maybe a few funny suggestions, and that could really help my channel reach a more audience and entertain more people. Anyway, so anyway, chat. Peace out and bye. Because I'm gonna get off now. I'm gonna go to sleep and yeah. So peace out and bye.